You like that, don't you?
Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and today we're going to talk just a little bit about being banned from the Blizzard forums just for making a joke. You know, there's a lot of jokes that a lot of people don't find funny. In fact, I've been the butt of a few jokes that I didn't find too funny, and others I found to be quite clever and hilarious. Although the Dying Scotsman here, he says that he's been playing games a lot of years, and he made this joke. He says, you know, that Diablo 3 was not what fans expected, and you know, he's asked if there's in the forums there's somebody saying that they're going to BlizzCon, and he said that he was not able to, but while you're there, please kick jwilson in the balls for me. So, anyway, you know, it's just a funny statement, you know, about somebody who's important on the development team, you know, and, you know, given, I guess, a low blow for their part in it. And he says that, here, I'm going to scoot back here, enjoy all this stuff. So he says that he ended up getting a ban in the forums. The game account's still fine, but he got a ban in the forums for threatening someone in real life. And I can see that happening. I can see both sides here. And the fact is that probably jwilson is quite sensitive to that, and noticed that, and you know, wanted some action taken. And I can see that. I can also see how it was funny, how it was a joke, and everything. You know, I once had this. I was kind of the butt of a joke where they took my face and they. Somebody made this boxing game, and it was called Beat Up Marky. And, you know, at the end of it, I'd have a black eye and a bloody lip and stuff like that. And, you know, I didn't find it to be too funny for the fact that, you know, it was really violence against me. And, you know, I didn't want to encourage anything like that. You know, I'm a big guy, and if you met me on the street, you'd probably, and, you know, I got in your face, you'd probably back off. But you know, who needs that kind of conflict or that kind of grief? And so I did ask them to remove that, and I was a little irritated with the people, and they did remove it. So, you know, but, you know, as, you know, it's just like, I guess, when I was a kid, you know, we roamed all over the neighborhood, and, you know, we got into all kinds of mischief, and we were just kids. We weren't worried about somebody abducting us, or, you know, all of these other things that we worry about today. And society has become so much more, hello, Iolo, come here. So much more, yeah, come on. Come here. If you're going to meow about it, come here. Come on. Come here. Right up here. Come here. So, society has become so much more. You say hello to everyone? You want to sit up here? You're not comfortable up here, too. I don't even know what you were meowing about. So, society has become so much more anal about so many things. You know, they worry about, you know, the neighbors, you know, abducting your kids and molesting them, or they worry about, you know, just being involved in a gang shootout, or, you know, all these different things. And all of those things happened, you know, back when I was a kid, but society treated it much differently. They didn't, they weren't so anal about it and so afraid of it. You know, another thing that happened when I was a teenager was the scare of, you know, one person put razor blades like in apples and stuff like that for Halloween candy. And so, you know, several kids got cut on that, and, you know, people just freaked out. You know, and I can understand that and everything, but now, you know, it's all of the safety with Halloween and stuff, and is your, you know, has your candy been poisoned and everything? And, you know, we're just all a lot more sensitive to those types of things, and society in general is. And do I agree with that? No, not really. But do I understand it? Yes. And do I understand why they could be so sensitive to what you said in the forums? Yes, I do. So let me tell you about another Jwilson. Because there's not only one Jwilson in the world, but there are two of them. Let me see here. How about I grab one of these game boxes here. This is one of my Ultima Online boxes, and Ultima Online came out in 1997, and it was that year. It was quite an astonishing game. People did not know what to make of it. It was labeled as a chat program. It was labeled as you know, action adventure. They just really didn't know what it was. And in fact, when this came out, there was ICQ. There was pretty much, I don't know if there's any other chat programs out there. And ICQ, I think, was run by AOL. And it was a standalone application that you ran on your computer that allowed instant text with other people that you added to your list. And it was a pretty amazing thing, and they called it like chat and a chat room, and you know, chat rooms before that were like forums type of thing, or IRC and everything. And I remember that Ultima Online here made it in a top 10 list of popular chat programs. You know, Richard Garriott only expected, or he hoped, that he could sell 10,000 copies and have 10,000 people in the game playing. Well, what happened is that it went to, I think in its first year, to over 150,000. And that was way more than what they expected. I think at its peak, and I'm just pulling these numbers off the top of my head, so I could be wrong about this, but I think at its peak it hit just below 300,000 active subscribers. So, pretty amazing game. But it got a lot of hate as well. Kind of like how much hate War Z is getting at the moment. You know, and so just because a game is getting a lot of hate doesn't mean that it won't be successful. And so, you know, we used to complain about UO. We were like, oh my god, I can't believe how much the server is crashing, and you know, always all kinds of problems with it and everything. You know, time warps. You know, they had Telestorm feature. When we'd get too many people in one area and the server started becoming unstable, it would start kicking players to other sections of the game world. And just be like, poof! Holy cow, where am I? It was pretty fun. So, you know, there's all these interesting things. And one of the people that reviewed it was a Jwilson from Computer Gaming World magazine. And so he reviewed Ultima Online and said that it was the biggest failure of the year, or the biggest piece of crap for the year. And he, back then they had this Coaster of the Year award, and they may still do that, but I'm not sure if they do or not. But they had this Coaster of the Year award. And so Coaster being like a game CD, you know, here is my beta CD, and so like this game CD, and you know, look at that on camera with the light on it. It looks like it's glowing. It's like angelic. Ah! Anyway, the game CD could be used as a coaster for, you know, my Dr. Pepper and everything. So that was kind of the joke, and he gave Ultima Online the Coaster of the Year award. Well, what's so funny about that is that, you know, his name was Jwilson, and what they did in kind was there was a reply that was sent to him from Origin, and it was sent to him in game. You know what they did? There were these in the dungeons. You'd run across dragons. You'd run across, you know, other monsters and stuff, and sometimes you'd run across slimes. And so every once in a while, you would come across a slime that was named Jwilson. I guess they thought he was a slimy guy. for having suggested that the game was so bad. So, The Dying Scotsman, thank you for your question, your comment. I enjoyed talking about it, and I enjoyed that you know, trip back through time, back to Ultima Online, to revisit another J. Wilson. I'm Marky Dragon. Take care. My computer stopped responding. Hold on. Here we go. If you made it this far in the video, you may as well subscribe. That's what I want you to do. You obviously liked it well enough to watch it this far. So look at this. This is Frostmourne. This is a Runes of Magic sword. This Runes of Magic sword is one that we're giving away as second prize to one of you subscribers, just for being subscribed. That's all you have to do. Subscribe and accept our messages, or watch our videos where we draw for prizes. So this one is it's a really nice sword. It's signed by some of the American staff for Runes of Magic. And then there's the big boy here. I got it on my shoulder because it's so darn heavy. You know, the sucker is 16 pounds. Look at this. So, it's a two-handed sword here, man. This is a beautiful sword. And we're giving this away when we hit 42,500 subscribers. It could be you. So, just subscribe. That's all you have to do. We'll do videos selecting the winners, and we'll send you a message in YouTube as long as you accept it. Just make sure you accept messages from us. To do that, put us on your contact list. And you just add Marky Dragon to your contact list, and then you'll be able to get messages from us, and you'll have 30 days to get back to us when we send you a message. Or, if we can't message you, you'll just be on video, and you just gotta watch the video and then contact us. So, anyway, if you made it this far, you really should subscribe, and I would appreciate it. So, anyway, that's all.